So, I'm Chad from the REV Major Files. So, my question here is, uh, what's your input with the new update on Tekken 7?
For in my own opinion, the recent patch or the latest patch for this season, uh, it's really interesting because it favors some of the characters because some of their how they are being played change a lot, and it's a really big factor, especially in the competitive scene. And everyone in the community had to study and practice them again because again them being used differently in tournament plays a really big factor, and especially the new mechanic, wall crash, I think that's what it's called. It's really an interesting feature they added to Tekken 7.
Also, in regards with yung reason, with the current the tournament and with sa mga posts and then reaching to the top 8, parang what's your perspective? Parang how did it manage to change as compared from last year? Yung mga like yung top 8, yung top 16?
What I've noticed on REV Major 2022 Day 1, most people took advantage of the new feature, which is wall crash, and they were able to execute it well and place it in a favorable situation for them, and they really know what they were doing, and it was obvious that they practiced well, and there were unusual characters that were used on the first day of REV Major.
And then, since yung recent reveal ng Tekken 8, like yung mga teasers, like anything you would wish to see, like mga new updates or maybe any wish list of a character you would like to see make a return?
On Tekken 8, I wanted to see my main character Lars, and then maybe I'm hoping that they could bring Bruce, Wang, and Baek back, and maybe Ogre. Yeah.
Right. And then for any future plans, like for at the end of the year, for any other tournaments you would like to participate pa?
Next week I'll be participating at Playbooks tournament. I think whoever wins the tournament will be sent to Australia next year, I think. And then after that, I'll be flying to Bali, Indonesia on December 1 to 12, I think. And then I'll be competing for the IESF.
Right, yeah. That's all from me. Thank you.
Thank you.
Hi, good afternoon. So I'm Jill from, also REV Files and Aquarium.com. So I have two questions for you, okay? So the first question would be, aside from the tournament itself, which you have been joining for Tekken, what other things do you look forward to in REV Major?
Aside from the tournament, I'm a big fan of the art area. So, like, I'm a fan of those things. And then I usually look for shirts and souvenirs. And then aside from just like that, and then aside from that, meeting my friends and meeting new friends as well. That alone makes me happy as well, and just seeing the community together and happy and celebrating this event, REV Major, it makes me happy. So I think that's the best part of attending events like this.
Yes, that's actually true. And also, my last question would be, oops, oh my gosh. Okay, my last question would be, what features or mods or mechanics from previous Tekken games that you want to see in the upcoming Tekken 8?
Maybe the bounce system in Tekken 6.
Mm-hmm.
So it was first featured in Tekken 6 because some characters are more favorable of the bounce system instead of the tailspin system. So I think it would be a good option if they make it a bounce system in Tekken 8 or maybe both.
Mhm.
So that would be interesting and I'm looking forward to it.
All right, thank you.
Thank you.
Any more questions?
Hi, Doujin. I'm Gab from Spin.page. So, my question for you would be, uh, what's your thoughts about having offline tournaments again after the pandemic and seeing all the people?
So actually, during the pandemic, I just wanted to share that. So everything was online. Sorry, everything was in online. So every tournaments, every casuals, everything. So I struggled like a lot. So I tried to adjust for 2 years to online setting, but it didn't go well. So that's why I'm glad that offline setting is back and events like this. So I really love playing Tekken like this because I feel like, just in my opinion, Tekken is meant to be played offline.
And second, since Tekken was featured in the 2019 SEA Games, medyo parang mas madami yung kilala na they wanted to try getting into FGC. So, what would be your advice to Filipinos, younger Filipinos who want to make a start sa FGC?
So what I would usually tell them is attend sessions and make friends, make connections. Try to do your research, always practice, and never give up because losing and is part of improvement. So you'll never learn if you don't lose or don't realize your mistakes. And from there, development will eventually come, improvement, and so on and so forth. So, yeah, and I think the FGC is a good community. So, I think it's less toxic.
Thank you so much.
Next group.
Good afternoon, Doujin. I'm Joseph from One Esports. I just wanted to ask, with REV Major being one of the very few master events in Tekken World Tour, what makes the Philippines such a unique demographic for Tekken?
So the Philippines, I find it unique because first of all, it's hype. I've been to Evo, I've been to a lot of tournaments, but for me, the hype in the Philippines, REV Major is unique and it's one of a kind. So I think it's the best type of hype the Tekken World Tour had or has. And Filipino play styles are also unique because they have pretty different rhythms from the other play styles around the world. And they can also adapt to any situations, and it's really one of a kind. So yeah.
Okay. One more question. What do you think is the most iconic Tekken move?
Most icon, probably Doria,
Okay.
Kazuya, or the Mishimo's signature move. So
Alright.
yeah,
Thank you so much.
Doria.
Anyone else about? I think we're good. Thank you.
Thank you.